Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is Consumer Rights. Question number 1. In what way right to seek redressal is helpful for consumers? Option A. With this right, consumers can get information about the product. Option B. With this right, consumer can force the seller to replace or repair the product if the product is faulty. Option C. With this right, consumer can get choice of wide variety. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option B. With this right, consumer can force the seller to replace or repair the product if the product is faulty. Consumers have the right to seek redressal against unfair trade practices and exploitation. If any damage is done to a consumer, he or she has the right to get a compensation, depending on the degree of damage. Question number 2. Right to information ensures that Option A. Every consumer has right to be informed about the details of the goods and services that they purchase. Option B. Consumer has right to be protected against the goods and services which are hazardous to health and property. Option C. Consumers have right to choose the product and services as per his/her wish. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option A. Every consumer has right to be informed about the details of the goods and services that they purchase. It is an act to provide for setting out the practical regime of right to information for citizens to secure information under control of public authorities, in order to promote transparency and accountability in the working of every public authority, the constitution of a Central Information Commission and state. Question number 3. If the claim is lower than 20 lakhs, then consumer can complain in Option A. District Forum. Option B. State level court. Option C. National level court. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option A. District Forum. District Consumer Disputes Redressal Forum. DCDRF, if the value of the claim is up to 20 lakh. Question number 4. Right to safety ensures that Option A. Every consumer has right to be informed about the details of the goods and services that they purchase. Option B. Consumer has right to be protected against the goods and services which are hazardous to health and property. Option C. Consumers have right to choose the product and services as per his/her wish. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option B. Consumer has right to be protected against the goods and services which are hazardous to health and property. The right to safety, to be protected against products, production processes and services that are hazardous to health or life. The right to be informed, to be given the facts needed to make an informed choice, and to be protected against dishonest or misleading advertising and labeling. Question number 5. Right to represent enable consumer to Option A. Represent his claims in the court against the fraud or exploitation. Option B. To be protected against the goods and services which are hazardous to health and property. Option C. Get information about the product. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option A. Represent his claims in the court against the fraud or exploitation. Right to be heard or right to representation. According to this right, the consumer has the right to represent him or to be heard or right to advocate his interest. Question number 6. To earn extra profit, which measure is followed by the shopkeeper? Option A. Creating artificial shortages. Option B. Faulty weights. Option C. Food adulteration. Option D. All of these. The correct answer is option D, all of these. Question number 7. The National Consumer Day is celebrated on option A, 24th December, option B, 24th November, option C, 24th October, option D, 24th September. The correct answer is option A, 24th December. Every year 24th December is observed as National Consumer Day with a specific theme in India. This year the National Consumer Day is celebrated with the theme Timely Disposal of Consumer Complaints. On this day the Consumer Protection Act, 1986 had received the assent of the President. Question number 8. The Department of Consumer Affairs are found at option A, national level, option B, state level, option C, both A and B, option D, none of these. The correct answer is option C, both A and B. Question number 9. Which one of the following agency that develops standards for goods and services in India? Option A, COPRA, option B, National Consumer Court, option C, Consumer Protection Councils, option D, Bureau of Indian Standards. The correct answer is option D, Bureau of Indian Standards. BIS is authorized to use the ISI mark and offers the product certification, which is basically voluntary. Question number 10. When was the Right to Information Act passed? Option A, January 2002, option B, March 2004, option C, October 2005, option D, July 2007. The correct answer is option C, October 2005. Right to Information Act was passed by Parliament of India on the 15th of June 2005 and came fully into force on the 12th of October 2005. The Act is to provide for setting out the practical regime of right to information for citizens. Question number 11. AGMARK is meant for option A, electronic products, option B, agricultural products, option C, industrial products, option D, gold and silver products. The correct answer is option B, agricultural products. AGMARK is a certification mark employed on agricultural products in India, assuring that they conform to a set of standards approved by the Directorate of Marketing and Inspection, an agency of the Government of India. Question number 12. Give expansion of COPRA. Option A, Consumer Problem Act. Option B, Consumer Act. Option C, Consumer Prevention Act. Option D, Consumer Protection Act. The correct answer is option D, Consumer Protection Act. COPRA stands for Consumer Protection Act. Question number 13. Who buys goods and avails services from the market? Option A, producer. Option B, marketer. Option C, seller. Option D, consumer. The correct answer is option D, consumer. A consumer is a person who buys any goods or hires any service for valuable consideration, including deferred payment. Question number 14. How many rights available in the Consumer Protection Act? Option A, 8. Option B, 7. Option C, 5. Option D, 6. The correct answer is option D, 6. In case of consumer exploitation, The rights of the consumer must be protected. There are 6 consumer rights as mentioned in the Regulatory Consumer Protection Act of 1986. Question number 15. Which of the following does not fall under consumer rights? Option A. Right to be informed. Option B. Right to choose. Option C. Right to seek government help. Option D. Right to represent the consumer's court. The correct answer is option C. Right to seek government help, the right to safety, the right to be informed, the right to choose, and the right to be heard. The International Organization of Consumer Unions has since added 4 more rights: the right to redress, the right to satisfaction of basic needs, the right to consumer education, and the right to a healthy environment. Question number 16. ISO stands for Option A. International Standard Organization. Option B. International Organization for Standardization. Option C. International School Organization. Option D. International Standardization. The correct answer is Option B. International Organization for Standardization. The International Organization for Standardization, ISO, is an international standard-setting body composed of representatives from various national standards organizations. Founded on the 23rd of February 1947, the organization promotes worldwide proprietary, industrial and commercial standards. Question number 17. A consumer. Option A. Sells goods and services. Option B. Buy goods and services. Option C. Produces goods and services. Option D. Delivers goods and services. The correct answer is Option B. Buy goods and services. A consumer is a person who buys any goods or hires any service for valuable consideration. Question number 18. Adulteration is Option A. Selling defective items. Option B. Overpricing. Option C. Underweight measurement. Option D. Mixing cheap materials. The correct answer is Option D. Mixing cheap materials. Adulteration usually refers to mixing other matter of an inferior and sometimes harmful quality with food or drink intended to be sold. As a result of adulteration, food or drink becomes impure and unfit for human consumption. Question number 19. A consumer is not satisfied with district forum. In how many days he can challenge the same and approach the state commission? Option A. 20 days. Option B. 30 days. Option C. 50 days. Option D. 70 days. The correct answer is Option B. 30 days. A consumer can appeal against the orders of the National Commission in the Supreme Court within a period of 30 days. Question number 20. What is ROI? Option A. Rate of interest. Option B. Rate of investment. Option C. Return of investment. Option D. Return of interest. The correct answer is Option C. Return of investment. Return on investment is a ratio between the net profit and cost of investment resulting from an investment of some resources. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.